This is Lindsay Says, because somebody has to say it. I never thought I would say that. Welcome back, my Bravo besties. I'm kind of rushing this today because I have to leave early for a hair appointment. I'm dyeing my hair a little bit more blonde at the top. Sometimes I think about going back to my dark roots. I was born with very dark hair, and sometimes I consider that. But then every time I do it, I miss my blonde. So I feel like I'm just sticking it out and keeping the blonde. And maybe in the fall, I'll tone down the blonde. We'll see. Maybe you guys can tell me what you think my hair color should be. But this week, horrible news. Hayden Panettiere passed away, who was in Bring It On and Remember the Titans. Only 36 years old, only a little bit older than me, which freaks me the F out. But I'm going to get more into that a little bit later and say less, spill more. But very, very horrible news. And I thought she was doing better, so bummed out by it. And my son has decided to start scaring me, okay? I am easily scared. And my laundry is in my basement. So I live in a 2-story house, but then we have a basement too. And so I have to bring stuff all the way down there, and it's just kind of spooky down there. It's like a storage room with like cement floors. And I did not know that my son, my almost 4-year-old son, was crawling behind me. And I'm getting the laundry. I'm getting the laundry out of the dryer. And my fear since I was a child was Chucky the doll, because my babysitter let me watch Chucky when I was like 7 years old. So whenever I'm in the dark or something, I think about the doll. I can't help it. It's just been my whole life. So I'm getting the laundry out. I'm really kind of not scared. But then I turn to my right and I see this little face like growling at me, like making a face with like these mean eyes. And I turn, and I almost said all of the cuss words in the book and quickly realized that it was my son. And he was so proud of himself because I screamed, which was a huge mistake because now it's like his favorite thing to do. And when I get scared, I like punch. Like I am known to like I don't mean, it's like my natural reaction. So now I'm like freaked out that I'm going to cuss or punch. And he thinks it's the funniest thing to do ever in the world to scare me right now. So it's not fun. People keep saying that summer's almost over. And I just feel like summer has been extended. Like my son was born almost 4 years ago on Halloween. And I remember walking around the neighborhood, nice 72-degree day. I feel like summer's extended. And I get that people are saying that because people are going back to school. But maybe say like summer vacation is almost over. Summer is not almost over. Summer goes until the end of September, you guys. We have over a month of summer. And then I feel like the weather extends into early fall. So please, I hate it. I purposely am wearing bright colors and I got my nails done bright because I'm not ready for this pumpkin stuff. I'm not even close to ready. And I know some people live for the fall. Not me. I like fall. Not that much. All right, let's get into Say Less, Spill More. Say less, spill more. The Valley news, it is rumored, I mean, it's pretty much not even a rumor, that there's going to be a season 4 for the Valley, like officially, because we know that they picked up cameras for the Lori Krebs drama and recorded like Brittany and I believe Kristen and Tom because she was all of their publicist. So we know that they picked up the cameras for at least that. So I can only assume that those 3 are going to be in the cast next season, which is, listen, I don't want anything to happen to the Valley, but I am stunned that the ratings are better than Real Housewives of Miami or Ladies of London. Those are 2 of my favorite shows. And I'm stunned that Orange County is doing better too. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me because so many people are not watching Orange County this season. I will be shocked if they survive. But it makes me wonder on some level if Jax Taylor is going to be back, if Lori's going to be on the show, what the heck is going to happen. But we'll see. And in the Valley / Stassi news, Stassi and some of the Valley cast ran into each other accidentally at the Beverly Hills Hotel because Stassi's uncle and aunt were in town and they were staying there and they got a little cabana and they were side by side. Whoever was arranging those cabanas is messy as hell because they did that on purpose. But apparently, according to Stassi, they only said hi, which is very cringe. You've known Brittany forever. You've known Lala. And all you're going to say is hi? It's crazy because she used to be friends with Lala. She used to be friends with Lala after 2020. I think 2021 they were friends. But Brittany and Stassi had a fallout during Stassi's wedding in 2020 or 2021 because Jax and Brittany canceled on going to their very small wedding last minute. So very awkward, but I would have loved to see all of that. And if you haven't seen it, Giselle and Lisa Barlow did the first pitch at the Orioles game, and they're so funny together. And it makes me sad because I think that Lisa Barlow feels super close with this group. She doesn't feel like she does with her group. But Giselle said on What Happens Live that Lisa annoyed her the most. So on some level, it's nice to see the two of them alone together. In Real Housewives of Beverly Hills news, there's been rumors that Morgan Stewart and Tracy Tutor are going to be joining this season of Beverly Hills. And Morgan Stewart confirmed that she is not joining and she has no idea how these rumors started, which makes me so interested how this even started. How do rumors like that start? And then Tracy Tutor confirmed that she is joining the cast. And there were two other kind of brunette women shown. I don't know who they are, but Kyle Cook posted on this. Commented on one of the posts on Instagram saying something like, damn, the women in LA are hot. I need to move to LA, which we know he's single, but it is so weird to see him make comments like that. But we know that he has a type. He likes a California girl because of Megan King Edmonds, tippy toe kiss on the lips. But it also makes me wonder about Sally, what's going on with Sally. And in other Beverly Hills news, speaking of Hayden Panettiere, that's why I wanted to talk about her a little bit more. There are rumors swirling once again about Diana Jenkins, which if you remember her, there was a bunch of conspiracies about her on her time on the show, that she had this book that costed over $1,000 with a bunch of pictures of people in it, including Hayden Panettiere. And Hayden was doing better recently, just 3 months before she passed. And she was on podcasts and talking about this woman that she trusted that facilitated her being in bed with a nude, trigger warning, with a nude, very famous man. And people are believing that it's Diana Jenkins and James Blunt. And if you go look at James Blunt's music videos, there's a music video of him on a boat with somebody with some a bag over their head, which, insane stuff. If this is all, and then the fact that she talked about this 3 months ago and now she's gone. And then if you go back to look at clips or go watch the reunion, Garcelle was upset with Diana Jenkins because she was sending her son Jax threatening messages and telling him to keep her name out of his mouth, essentially, or that she'll sue them or whatever. It was a threat. Whatever it was a threat. Something about a foot on a neck. You guys, this woman should have never been on Bravo. And I woke up in the middle of the night terrified that she's going to come for me, but I'm not saying anything that isn't already out there. It's all alleged. I have no proof that this was her, but people believe that Hayden is talking about her. And in my post that I talked about it, if you want more information, go look at my TikTok or Instagram post. But I called her a one-season wonder, and I need to give this comment best comment of the week. I said one season wonder, and they said one season wonder why you were even there in the first place. Seriously, that's why she's a one season wonder. One season wonder why you were here. All one season wonders. In Below Deck news, as you know, I don't really watch Below Deck anymore unless there's a crossover, which I will be watching the Summer House crossover. But Nathan Gallagher was arrested for domestic violence for allegedly choking a woman. And apparently this happened December 27th. I don't know why it's coming out now, but it was choking without consent, common assault, and they're unsure if it's his baby mama, Gail, but she filed an apprehended violence application against him, which legally protects someone from stalking. So I don't know. what's going on there. I don't know them well, but I do know that we all thought they were cute, so this is upsetting. In Summer House news, other than him talking about the women in LA and California, he just posted yesterday or the day before, a few days ago, that he is going on tour. And I wish that he was coming to Detroit because I would have loved to go. But he might be coming near you, so buy some tickets. And I really think that Carl and Lindsay are dating because once again, they're posting each other in like these photo dumps. And they're so happy. They're very cute. So no matter what, I'm happy for them. And Sierra Miller has officially gone to Dancing with the Stars. So I don't know if she's going to be back and forth. There's nothing confirmed because it's only August. It's only the middle of August. It's not the end of August or whatever. I don't know. But I'm hoping that she'll come back for the weekends or something. But that's a lot of travel. That's a lot. Because even just traveling from New York City to Hamptons itself is like a whole thing. So we'll see. Real Housewives of Atlanta news. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but apparently Kim is dating a guy and Croy, her ex-husband, is dating the guy's ex-wife or soon to be. How awkward. And then there was a video this week of Kim and her boyfriend stopped by TMZ cameras and it looks like so planned and she's playing with her hair as I play with my hair. She's playing with her hair. It just looks like she wants to make Croy upset. Very interesting. Very, very Kim of her. In other Bravo news, apparently they're working on Real Housewives of Montana, which is very triggering for me. Don't get me wrong. I'm here for bringing on more shows, Real Housewives of Montana. But we already have an RHOM, Real Housewives of Miami. And I'm not ready to replace Miami. So I want to bring on Montana, but I want to replace somebody else. Okay? I don't want to replace Miami. I want Miami and Montana. Can we replace Orange County or something? And I think New York is going to be good this season. So people thinking, let's replace the reboot. I think they're going to kill it this season. I think we need to replace Orange County or just bring it on as well. Because I feel like Rory replaced Dubai. So I think Montana is replacing Miami. But I'm excited to see what they do with it because apparently they're in a super exclusive members only Yellowstone Club. So I'm excited. Believe me, I'm excited to see it. I want to see new people, new blood, but I'm not ready for Miami to be done. So we'll see. All right, time for the Bravoholic Breakdown. Starting with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cynthia joins and she presents her new song about, is it called Peaches? The Peach Life. She's so stinking cute, but I think it's good. And I think that Meredith could easily play that in her sets. Like some of the housewives could play her song in her sets. So I'm excited for her. And it's very clear that everyone in the group thinks that Shamia is manipulating other women in the group to be on her side, specifically K. Michelle. So K. Michelle and Shamia got together and she thinks that she was being tested like with an attorney before court to see like how she's going to answer her questions. And that's very weird behavior. And Kelly was there. So many people want Kelly to be gone next season. And I understand that. I would kind of like to replace her. But I also think that she's an interesting character to have because I want to see where she floats next. I don't think she's loyal to anybody. I think that K. Michelle is very hypersensitive to when somebody is lying. And I think she's clocking the situation because if she thought that Portia was being shady about the miscarriage stuff, which I don't believe that she was, she's going to end up catching Shamia. And they keep bringing up their moms and something about one of the moms calling the dad to fix a pipe in the house. And Andy finally says, can we just leave the moms out of it? Because like, if you're going to keep talking about them, just have them come on stage so they can speak for themselves. And K. Michelle seems to be pretty done with Shamia. Andy was asking if she wants to try again with her, and she's like, I had your back all season, and she shouldn't have. I think she picked the wrong side, so I can't wait for next season to see what happens. And Phaedra and Pinky are, like, really going at each other. And I somehow think it's because they're both at the end of the couch, and they both want to be talked about, or they want to, like, maybe they talked before, and they're like, let's fight with each other so we can get more attention or something like that, because I feel like this is so out of nowhere. But it was all about the bankruptcy stuff. It's interesting. I don't really get why Pinky wanted to file for bankruptcy when she seems to be pretty rich and her husband does. It doesn't make sense to me. And Portia says that she has cell phone footage of a lie detector test. And like, Does Portia know that everyone's done with lie detector tests on Bravo? Like, we don't want to see it anymore. Even though I love Portia, I believe her no matter what. I don't need a lie detector test. And then Kelly and Angela are upset with each other and fighting about their husbands. Like Kelly was saying, my husband remembers marrying me, but you guys are split. So I don't think there's anything to brag about here. So Portia shows the lie detector test and she's telling the truth about whatever the heck I don't think this was necessary. Into the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, which I am loving. If you're not watching this and you like Housewives, you are making a mistake. Go watch. It's so fun. I need Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip to always be on my screen. Like, I need it like every 6 months to remind us that there's fun. And then the other shows can be toxic, okay? But I want the fun on the Ultimate Girls Trips to remind us that we can be fun and maybe bring a new perspective to the casts, like the separate casts. But Vicky was not nice to Kyle about her anniversary and being sad about Marie. So there's something wrong with Vicky. She's just projecting on everyone. Like Carmela in her friend group, she's projecting onto Kyle like as if you've made the right decisions, Vicky. You even say all the time that you didn't make the right decision. Maybe go easy on Kyle. It's her first time doing this too. But Kyle cries to all the girls, and all the girls are being so supportive. And this is why I love to see girls from different groups together, because they're all housewives. It seems like more of like a sisterhood than the separate shows. It's very interesting. It needs to be studied what the difference is there. And Vicky's working on the bus, and Giselle is not pleased with her. I mean, why are you working? People think that she was doing that just for show. I think that's Vicky. I think Vicky just wants to work. She needs to get an assistant or something like that. But Lisa's like letting Vicky have it. Like, no, we're actually gonna close the laptop and we're gonna talk about this. Because Vicky's like, you guys go fight. No, you are on this show too. You so badly wanted your orange back. You wanted to be back on the screen. Let's close the laptop. But Vicky's not happy with Giselle for bringing up what she was saying about Tamara behind her back. But like, I don't think that Vicky was saying anything that bad or anything that Tamara doesn't know. And I do think that Giselle wants to stir the mess and whatever. But Teresa brings up how Vicky wasn't nice to her. And then Teresa drops it in 2 seconds after Vicky just admits that she's a little bit jealous of Teresa because of her fame. I think that Vicky wants to be the most iconic housewife, and it actually is Teresa because of that table flip and going to jail and all. Like, she deserves the title. But Vicky was giving her a hard time about going to jail, and she's like, I've carried this for 10 years. Can we let it go? Like, it wasn't even her doing. She signed some papers. Let's give her a break. But Lisa loved that Teresa just dropped it. Lisa and Teresa as friends are so cute. But they're in Beverly Hills and they're all partying. They're having a pajama party. Portia and Kyle are snuggling. They're so cute. Luann's on the phone with the boyfriend, who I was fully expecting to be the guy from Love Hotel, but it's somebody new. She always has somebody new. And Vicky gets so mad at Luann for putting meat on her plate. Like, get a grip. You're at a girl's party. It's not like she chewed it up and spit it out. Let her have it on your plate. It's not that big of a deal. But Vicky needs to hear this from the other women. Like, they are big time too. They might be big time than Vicky. Like, Vicky was just the first, along with many other people. They might be bigger, not just because you were the first. It doesn't mean anything just because you were the first one there. That doesn't mean you're the biggest. That means you're the first. But they all think that she needs to get laid even though she has a boyfriend. Maybe she needs a new boyfriend. And Kyle is so fun doing the splits and twerking, and people think she's drinking, but she announced very recently that she was like 4 years sober or something like that. So I think that she's just having fun with this group. She feels friends with them. Like, it's just toxic with her and Dorit together, clearly. But I even loved the moment when Portia said that she used to watch all of them on TV, and now she even watches Lisa. Like, they love each other. They're fans of each other. And Lisa cries because she hasn't laughed this hard in a long time. And I'm so glad that some people are learning that Lisa is not the problem, that Lisa is just a girl, you guys. And I think that people hate her because she was the center of attention a couple seasons ago. So then last season, they were all coming at her because they're like, no. When she did become the fan favorite in the group, and then people started to hate her when she's not even doing anything wrong. She's really not. She's just hanging out by herself. So then Sutton's in the mix, and she's throwing an ugly leather pants party. And I loved that Crystal was wearing the leather pants. And they weren't ugly back then. They've just gone out of style. But now it's funny because they look like ugly leather pants. But Kyle watched the night before that Giselle was all about Mauricio as well as Ashley. And I think that the production crew probably made Kyle watch that. Like, did you know about this? Which I'm happy about that. Push that. She needs to know. Let's talk about it. Luann calls Vicky Porky Pig instead of Miss Piggy. And now all of a sudden Vicky wants to be Miss Piggy. Like, Miss Piggy's not that bad, is it? Porky Pig, on the other hand, that's horrible. And apparently Giselle is pissed with Shannon because she ended up kissing her man or something like that. How messy. I need another Love Hotel. But Giselle tells Kyle that her husband's attractive. But at least she's like saying, she's admitting it, okay? But she's not doing anything about it. But I don't think that Kyle trusts her. And she's handling this very well because if it was her cast, she would have lost it. And I cannot wait for the white party. I think it's going to be epic. The Valley Reunion Part 3. I am so glad this season's over. I'm really happy, and I'm excited that there's going to probably be a season 4 because I don't really want anything to happen. I just never want to talk about the Danny, Janet, Jasmine, whatever Lala conversation ever again. And I don't know what they should do to change that, but I think we're all collectively done with the topic. But apparently the thing that Jesse needed to say was that he was told to get Danny out of the after party for Jasmine's wedding, and Danny was saying the episode before that he hasn't been intoxicated since. And he was clearly intoxicated and he was not happy with Jesse and he had no shoes on and a tank top or something like that. Whatever. Nia should not be lying for Danny all the time. It's making her look so bad. And Brittany says the way that Nia is protecting Danny is the way that she used to protect Jax. And I fully agree. And then Danny blames his drinking stuff on Jax when Jax is not even here. He clearly has a problem. And I'm not going to be the one to ever say that somebody has a problem, but I know people in my life that do have a problem. And like, I see what Lala sees. And I'm very team Lala and Andy in this. And I loved how Andy was like so impressed with Lala for like saying what she needed to say about Danny and that she sees the signs and the signs are there. And the show could be completely different. And I could actually enjoy Danny and Nia again if he stopped freaking drinking. And he said that he's working with somebody to figure out how to handle this type of situation of drinking on camera. And it's like, instead of working with somebody, how about you just don't drink? How about you work with somebody to stop your drinking rather than balancing your drinking and camera time? But then Lala at one point says that she hopes that Nia goes with somebody else, with somebody that loves her babies. That was harsh. How about you hope that he gets sober and better? And then they talk about Jesse and Lacey's PDA, and Lacey's like, we're not that like PDA-y. And she's saying how Michelle and Aaron were way more PDA. And I really do think maybe deep down Michelle still has feelings for Jesse or something, because otherwise she wouldn't care, right? And I get being upset that he wasn't, affectionate with you, but he is with her. But you wouldn't care anymore if you didn't care anymore, right? But Janet's talking about what happened to her when she was 12, which is disgusting. And Kristen honestly looks pissed because she's like, oh no, I think that I can read her. I don't know this for sure. But it looks like Kristen's thinking, we're losing this one, we're losing. And she just wants to defend Danny and Nia. And I don't understand it. I don't get it. Because like, none of the people on this stage are necessarily my favorite. But like, I like Lacey. I like a few of them. But I don't understand being like against a woman that's saying this stuff. Like, maybe just drop Danny and Nia for a second and it really doesn't have anything to do with him and just listen. And then they get into the topic of Kristen and Luke, and I really don't think they're going to last. And like, they want to have another child, or at least Luke does, but I don't know that that's going to make anything better because I don't see them sticking it out. I don't see them figuring this out, which I don't want to hope that. I hope he figures it out and they figure it out and they're good. But like, if they have another child, she's going to be like all on her own with 2 children in California. Because you know that he doesn't want to live in California. This is just going to get ugly. It's going to get really ugly. He doesn't want to live in California. He wants to live somewhere else. And then if they split, she's going to be out there. Apparently Michelle didn't go to Jasmine's wedding. She was like the only one that didn't go because she thinks that Jasmine doesn't like her. And I feel like that was barely touched on. I'm confused. I'd like to get into that more. And I loved how they were talking about how Jasmine, and I think her name's Melissa. I feel so bad. I always want to call her Michelle, but it's Melissa. And they need sperm. And then they're like, well, there's always the option of Luke. And he was like, well, I'm not really donating anymore. And it's like, you don't need to donate anymore. Your sperm's out there. Your sperm's out there swimming around. Gross. Next Gen NYC. I loved Ava's grocery store outfit with the heels and the fur. I loved it. But apparently Ariana and Liam are cooking together and probably sleeping together. They're going on dates, but they're not dating. And Riley removed Hudson from the group chat, which I was happy that she did that for Ariana. And Charlie told Hudson to go to Friendsgiving because he just wants to see Hudson go for Ariana. But it's like, you want Ariana, so why do you want that? Would you rather take Ariana from Hudson than take Ariana from Liam? Like, is that more fun for you or something? Is Ariana just like an object that you're playing with? I don't understand. I'm confused by, I can't tell if Ariana and Charlie have hooked up at this point. I can't tell, but she is hooked up with Liam. And Hudson is clocking Charlie and said that he's the most malicious person he's ever met in his life, and that he's basically pretending to be friends with him because he wants the enemy closer. And I liked seeing Teresa help Gia cook for Friendsgiving. It was cute. She's a good mom. She's a really good mom. And Brooke Shields was also helping, oh my God, her daughter, whatever her name is. But Liam and Ariana are kissing and cooking. It's very romantic, very cute. And how insane that Hudson's car blew up. I don't know. Charlie's scary. I don't know that he would do something like that, but it's pretty odd. And Georgia said that she wants to name her child Sushi, but she doesn't like weird names. On what planet is that not weird? And Shai wants to be friends with Brooks because Shai looks up to Brooks, and Brooks, like, I don't think he cared very much, but then now Shai, I don't know. They figured it out. They want to get lunch together and talk about fashion. And then they have the Friendsgiving thing, and Riley was not a very good friend to Ariana and said, do you want to switch seats with me? Because she was sitting by Charlie and Ariana was sitting by Liam. And it's like, that's not a bestie. That's not a bestie. That's somebody that is like secretly jealous or something like that. Why doesn't Riley bring her boyfriend on the show or something? She doesn't seem herself. And maybe it's a split with Todd and Candy, but you know, Ariana's going through a breakup. Ariana's a little bit confused right now. Ariana's parents have split. She's going through stuff too. And you just asked Ariana to be above and beyond. Why aren't you being above and beyond? I think Charlie should be afraid of Riley. Like, he should be afraid of the friends, not thinking that she's funny because she's pointing out things that are going on. But Ariana does talk about how Liam is 5'7", and I swear that's the only reason why she doesn't like him that much. Because she ends up with Hudson again, and then we know she hooks up with Charlie, and then Hudson and her broke up. And gosh, was that awkward when Liam and Ariana were in bed and they were like naked in their bed, and then we see the camera crew over them. Like, who let them in? Or do they just let themselves in? Or do they let them in and then they get back in bed? Like, how awkward of a setup. And we see that Todd and Candy split, and Riley's not handling it well, and she had Ariana to be there for her, but it's like, you were not a good friend like 24 hours ago. I loved the Thanksgiving breakdown that they did with Amira's voice. Like, she's the gossip girl, like XOXO. Like, it was very cute. And Brooks Marks used to see elves and went to therapy because he used to see elves. That's weird. Some weird stuff. And then we find out that Ariana went over to Charlie's at 1 a.m. Like, he made it sound way worse than it was, but really I think she was just like out partying and went there with a couple of friends. But it's very clear that he just wants to like win a prize, and I don't think that he would date her. I think he just wants to bang her. Real Housewives of Orange County. Seeing Vicky in that scooter just solidifies for me that this show needs to move somewhere, because I don't want to watch women in scooters with knee braces. It's time. It's time. And Carmela's boyfriend is at home taking care of her daughter that's sick, which is very nice, but I feel like it should be way more like natural feeling than it is. Like, it feels just kind of awkward. And I feel like he should feel a lot closer to his girlfriend's children, even though they're teenagers. So they go to the Grand Canyon and they're walking over a glass bridge, and Carmela's like about to puke because she doesn't do well with roller coasters or anything like that. And she said that she cried on a ride at Disney World, one of the virtual ones. And they're claiming that Tamara's a different person right now because she's crying looking at the Grand Canyon. And it's like, she's not a different person. Can we stop playing this game? Can the other women stop playing this game too? Because they're making themselves look so stupid. They really are. And Heather and Shannon are arguing Because Shannon's pissed off about her bedroom or something. It's so stupid. And Vicky's coming for Carmela and her parenting about leaving her sick child or something like that, and that she has a job. Like, why are you in her business? It's not like you've handled your parenting perfectly, or your marriage, or your life. You're angry and like acting like this for a reason. So stop telling other people what to do. People shouldn't take advice from people who don't have a life that they want. I don't want Vicky's life, so I'm not going to listen to a damn thing. But I loved Heather saying, like, you got to stop. Like, move on. We're not coming for kids. And other people started chiming in. Like, why did it take Heather saying that for everyone else to say stop? It wasn't okay. It's really not cute anymore the way that Vicky treats the new girl. She's, like, jealous and bitter. And we see Emily order her daughter a grilled cheese from Vegas, which I was actually very happy to see that she's like, I love her, because Shane was making her eggs. And it was nice to hear her do something like motherly for her daughter, because I feel like they have such issues, according to Wife Swap. And all the girls tell Vicky that she needs to basically say sorry to Carmela, because that wasn't cool. But she needed to be told. And then it's very clear that she only apologized to Carmela so other people would back off. And I think she wants to look good to us. And Vicky says that she thinks that Carmela bought a vibrator for all of the other girls because they're all kissing her butt. But I just think that you're acting like an absolute bitch. So Vicky ends up making friends with somebody else in a scooter in Vegas. And then she starts climbing these stairs to go up to that zip line. And I swear that the scooter guy was probably like, what just happened? Because I feel like there's people in scooters that have to be in scooters. And she, of course, has a knee injury, but he was probably like, what just happened? Like, he was probably stunned. We see Vicky run into one of those places, those stores where you can buy something for like Las Vegas, like these shot glasses and stuff. And she runs into the whole thing. And then the next scene, she's missing. And I'm wondering if she has to pay for all of it. So they go to Nobu and Vicky apologizes to Carmela, blah, blah, blah. And then Vicky said that she always has to initiate sex with her boyfriend, but that he would never deny her. And maybe the girls are right that she needs to get laid. She needs something. Carmela needs to buy her a vibrator. That's the answer to all of this. Carmela needs to buy Vicky a vibrator, right? And Heather tells Shannon that she needs to start looking for the love of her life again, that she hasn't met him yet, and that she deserves it. And it was very emotional, and I'm glad that all of the women were chiming in. I feel like everyone's following Heather's lead right now. House of Stassi, episode 5. So Stassi was crying in bed and wants to go home because Beau wasn't happy with her and just called her dumb. And she made a point that nobody ever makes. And it's like, you have to say it aloud. That's the rule of the game on reality TV. And Beau knows how it works, and he signed up for it. And it's only their friends and family on the show, so you're going to have to say something honest at some point. I feel like he just wants Vicky. He just wants Stassi to do everything for him. It's really weird. Their dynamic is so weird. And I don't think that it's all like Stassi's a bee. I think that Beau's a little bit of like a whiny baby. And so then she has to step up. It's like they need to balance this out. Something's wrong with their balance of their relationship. And I think deep down, Stassi just wants Rob and Beau to get to a good place because neither one of them are going to do it. And so she's trying to push it to make it happen. Even though, yeah, it's public, it's going to be on a TV show. That's at the end of the day what she wants for him. And she wants him to be comfortable on the show with a friend. But he's like flipping out, saying break the fourth wall. And he wanted to sleep on the couch. And this whole trip is the Taylor's baby moon. I feel like that's ridiculous. So then Stassi and Beau somewhat make up, but they definitely don't get to the bottom of what they are mad at each other for, like, at all. So Stassi gets a butler for the Taylors, which I want a butler. But I don't know what I would use the butler for all day. Or did she call him their husband? That's kind of funny. Georgie and Georgia get the same apartment in the same building as Rob, and I don't really understand why they pretend like they're friends, because they do not vibe at all. I think they use each other and they're mooches. And are they going to make Stassi pay for this apartment? So Katie and Christina are arguing, and I just don't think that they're bringing up what they're really upset about, which is Stassi to me. Like, they want to be the closest one to Stassi. They both want to be Stassi's number one best friend, and they're talking about everything but that. And then Christina ends up walking off, because I do think that Christina probably tried harder to have an actual friendship with Katie because she was filming for Vanderpump Rules with her. But even Stassi said that Katie was different once Stassi was off of Vanderpump Rules, and maybe it got to her head a little bit, and maybe she was kind of using Christina. So maybe I'm more so a little bit Team Christina on this one. However, Christina's taking the comment that Katie said so offensively when it wasn't even about her. And so I guess I'm in the middle. But Christina ends up swarming off to put her kid to bed because she didn't want to be there anymore. And I don't blame her. But Katie goes back to the table and asks if anyone else has something to complain about her. And I don't blame her because everyone seems pissed that she's there. Then they have a Thanksgiving party and the moms are there. And I think it's very clear that Katie's mom wants nothing to do with Stassi's mom. I want to see them interact. Remember that Vanderpump Rules episode with the moms, the witches of WeHo and their moms? It was so telling. And I made a whole post about how I think that Stassi's mom is a narcissist and that she like pins the siblings against her. And I think that Stassi's misunderstood because we don't know about her childhood or like the ins and outs with the relationship with her mother. And I feel like that's why Stassi's sister is so entitled to what Stassi has. Like she was coddled and Stassi wasn't. And Stassi is like beautiful and I think her mom is jealous. And then Stassi forces Katie and Christina to make up and they're holding hands. But it was awkward because it's like, is everyone listening to this conversation? Because it was at the Thanksgiving dinner table. And they make up, but I don't think that they're actually made up. And then Stassi's mom talks to Georgia about moving in with Georgie. And what a weird woman. Stassi's mom gives me the weirdest vibes. And then Stassi threatens to cut her family off because I think that people expect stuff from her. And then they talk bad about her and then they're shocked that she isn't the nicest. When she gives you so much and you give her so little. You're not nice to her? Like, how about you take her out to dinner one day? She just gave you a job, money. I wouldn't be shocked if she removed herself from the family except for her sister and her siblings. So maybe just cut off her mom. All right, let's get into Ask Torre the Bravoholic.
Ask Torre the Bravoholic.
Oh, I'm so happy for you and your segment. Welcome back to Ask Torre the Bravoholic, your segment.
Yep. Glad to be here, per usual.
Do you have anything to say that you want to announce? Do you have anything that you want to start it off with? Do you have any thoughts?
No, I don't have any thoughts. That's why you're here to ask me questions.
But I thought that you had a thought.
About Dancing with the Stars?
Well, you did say that. What did you want to say about that? That you want to watch?
I think we should tune in.
Who is it? Well, obviously I want to watch Sierra, so that's definitely happening.
I know. I mean, if we're going to watch, we might as well watch the whole thing if you're going to tune in for just Sierra.
Yeah. And apparently she's already left the summer house. I don't know if she's going back and forth or what.
That's a tough schedule. Pretty demanding show she's on right now.
I know.
Physically and mentally.
Stop.
Oh, I'm sorry for picking up all the trash that you leave on the floor.
Stop.
1 wrapper,
Just
2
do
wrappers,
the job,
3 wrappers.
This one I ate earlier.
I saw 4 wrappers. Okay. 4 wrappers on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm the bad guy for picking garbage up.
Okay, I thought that you were going to remember to bring up that you saw Kyle Cook in a wrestling outfit for a party.
I'm excited for the wrestling collab. It looks like one of the parties is going to be wrestling themed. So I might have to have my own thoughts on that when the time comes.
Yeah, you need to like think about things if that's a party. If it's a whole like WWE party.
I guarantee it is.
You've been waiting for that for years.
I've said it before. Dreams come true.
Are you excited?
Yep.
Are you?
I mean, I'm not like can't sleep at night excited, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that episode when it does come.
What makes you not be able to sleep at night excited?
First day of school.
Really?
Maybe
still
Santa.
Okay. Still? Okay. What did you think about the Valley season now that it's over?
I don't know. Was it really as bad as people think it was?
It was painful for a minute there. I think quite honestly, like the baby stuff made it rough.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, we've talked about it before. I don't want to see what we go through every day on TV all the time, you know? Oh, I'm so happy other people are going through. We're not alone.
No, I don't feel that way.
No, I want an escape.
I want to feel like everybody's living on yachts, drinking mimosas.
Yeah, they
in
got
Miami.
I really think Bravo should honestly leave that stuff out. Like, I don't even think it's that appropriate to be.
Well, I think like it was important to show what Kristen was going through on some level, but like maybe leave some other baby stuff out of it.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see who comes back. I think everyone's back. I think they just add to it.
I was going to ask, who do you think that should be cut if somebody's cut?
No one's cut. No one's going to be cut. The people that you want gone are the ones that were in the thick of things all year. Why would they cut them?
Danny and Nia?
Yeah.
I didn't even say necessarily that they would go, but if I had to choose somebody to go, it would be them. I would trade Sheena and Brock for them right now.
I think there's just room for more. Why just bring Brock and Sheena in and let's just add them to the mix.
I'm not opposed to that. But I do still wish that there was a girl other than Lacey. I guess Lacey can be enough for me. I just want like a girl that I'm like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like a nude chick. Like what
girl
a baddie.
Power. Girl power.
That's how I feel. And I just, you know how I think about it. But so you wouldn't change anything. Just bring in Sheena and
bring Jax Taylor in for sake.
Really?
Gosh dang sakes.
You really think that they should? And
why not?
Lori Krebs.
Why not at this point?
Yeah, I would still watch,
people were
obviously.
miserable. If people were miserable about the season, what's going to hurt if we bring in the crazy people?
The ratings are obviously much better than Miami and Ladies of London if they're sticking around for season 4.
That is kind of mind-blowing. But we grew up with these people, didn't we? Us people, we grew up with them.
You did not grow up with them. I did. Not all of them.
Yeah.
I just wanted, if Nia comes back, and I think she's a very beautiful woman and a nice person, can she wear something else?
What does she wear? The same, like...
I agree with Lala. She looks like she's wearing prairie dresses all the time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she's had 4 kids and it was a little self-conscious. I don't know.
I know, but like you can wear like a looser dress that's like different.
Oh, we don't want her on the show because she wears dresses we wouldn't wear. Oh, boo-hoo. We don't want Danny on the show because he drinks and gets a little cuckoo.
Okay, a little cuckoo. Did you see how he was speaking to his wife? I think you were out of town that week. You better hope you were.
I'm not condoning his actions.
He was so rude.
Honestly, the only time I remember really watching is when it was his birthday and he was going to the bar.
Okay, you were out of town with when they were trying to be like Miss America with the wigs, and he was yelling at her about how she was doing his hair and makeup. It was appalling.
Well, I missed that one.
Did you see Andy being like, "Why do you drink on the show?"
Yeah, I did.
And Lala.
They were really hammering Danny. You can tell that Andy does not like Danny.
No. Well, I put a quote that he said, Danny, he said, working with someone to figure out how to handle that type of situation, drinking on camera. Like
he just put that out.
He said that on the show.
He's working with someone to
figure out how to handle that type of situation. How about you just don't drink?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, but maybe it's hard to say no. Who knows?
It's hard to say no.
For him, maybe he's an alcoholic and it's hard to...
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, what the...
He doesn't have I think he has a big issue.
Saying, oh, just quit cold turkey. It ain't that easy, I'm assuming. So...
Have you ever done it? When you were having a baby?
What?
Have you ever had to quit cold turkey?
Me and you did dry January one time.
We did.
I think I lasted till like January 29th. We had to go to a Pistons game, and I'm like, we had like floor seats at the Pistons game. We did not
have to go. We got to go.
We got to go to a Pistons game, and we were like on the court, so we had like this premium suites, free alcohol. It was cool. I was not. And guess who else broke? You broke your dry January. Yeah, I was like,
why would I not have a beverage at this suite setup?
So yes, I have quit cold turkey, and we watched Harry Potter that's the first time I ever watched Harry Potter.
And we did puzzles.
Yep.
This is pre-children. Okay. So you don't think that anyone should go from the Valley?
I mean, I would love to never see Brittany on my TV anymore, but she's good TV.
I think you only like her because she brings in the topic of Jax.
No, I just think she's just not my cup of tea.
I don't think I'm her cup of tea.
She's blocked your ass.
Not on Threads though. I can see everything.
Oh,
that's fun.
Yeah, that is true.
I can literally see everything.
You block someone on Instagram, you can see their thread still.
Yeah, I can see everything on Threads.
Because her posts go right to Threads.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Instagram might need to think that one through.
What do you think about Ariana and Liam and Charlie and all of that?
I mean, she likes going after losers.
I don't think Liam's a loser.
I don't know. Do we even know anything about the guy?
Fun fact.
What?
The content creator Miguel.
Yeah.
Was like childhood friends with him.
They're the same age?
Like they went to like an acting thing together or something like that.
So he's an actor.
I don't know.
I don't care for, I mean, Ariana seems like the most normal. She's young. She's doing young, crazy
she's like
girl stuff. Who
cares?
Something. I mean, let her live her life. She'll learn at some point.
Yeah, she's allowed to do what she wants to do, but she mentioned Liam's height, that he's 5'7". Do you think she only likes Charlie because he looks like he's above 6 foot?
No, I don't know why she likes that guy. He is a loser. Like, that guy is just a loser.
If you had a daughter and she was dating somebody like that,
I'd flip out.
What would you do?
I would flip out.
So, like, what would you do?
I would tell my daughter, you're a moron. This guy is going to, like, toss you to the curb next week.
He just wants to get in her pants.
Yes. Okay.
It's gross.
And the height thing, I mean, who can,
I mean, when I was that age, that was a big priority for me. I mean,
well,
up until I got married to you, which.
So you married me because I'm tall?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
You're the tallest person I ever dated.
Hey, that's kind of sick.
And you kind of won.
All right.
Congrats. But no, that's not why I married you. It just was a part of it.
Okay, next
question. It was on my list of things that I manifested you. I created you on a piece of paper.
All right.
Did you know that?
Enough about me. But
this is your segment. So do you think that Riley's a very good friend to Ariana?
It doesn't seem like it.
Did you like when she was like, do you want to trade seats with me?
No, it was insane. Why would you make it?
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's not a good. That's someone that wants to get you in trouble or just stir up drama. No, it's not a good friend. A good friend keeps their mouth shut.
It kind of made me want to cry because I feel like I've been there before with a friend that's like, it's like, that's not my friend.
She's not a good friend. And, you know, whatever. Like I said, looks like Ariana has had to do things on her own. Riley has never had to do things. A lot of those people have never had to do things on their own. So who knows?
That's true.
They're very young too.
But like,
they're very young.
And like Ariana's parents are going through a split right now.
I mean,
where's her little pep talk?
I'm as stir the pot of a guy that there can be. I love stirring the pot, but I wouldn't like get somebody. I wouldn't make something that bad, I don't think.
It's maybe really not very nice. It makes me sad. And somebody was like, it's a TV show. Don't you think she's mixing things up? And yeah, she is. But Riley just asked Ariana to be an above and beyond friend. So maybe she should do the same.
Yeah. Yep.
You know? Now that you're on episode 5 of House of Stassi, what do you think about it?
I don't know. Stassi is so emotional and so like walk on eggshells. Everything is an explosion. There doesn't seem to be like that would be a marathon being married to her. Like I'd be scared every day.
Well, yeah, if you're even around her, you should be a little bit scared.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how Beau really is, but I'm
actually not afraid of her.
Okay. Well, I don't know how Beau is as a husband. I mean, it seems like he's the daddy daycare. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
I think he's a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah. But I don't know like what he like, you know.
Did I ever act like him when I was a stay-at-home mom?
Well, how does he act? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how he really is. He seems
like kind of pissy about it.
I mean, yeah, it's like if you knew that was your job, you got to just do it. I mean, and be happy about it.
I think I only lost it a couple times.
Now, if he's really miserable, why don't they have money? Why don't they get why can't he get a job and they pay a nanny?
He needs to just think of maybe not a 9 to 5. Like maybe he needs to think of something else that he would enjoy.
Yeah.
And then maybe present like a nanny.
Yeah.
Not just be like, I want to go back to work.
I know.
Like you're kind of being a whiny baby.
Yep. Agreed.
Because I've been in his situation and I'm saying that. So I feel like I can say that. And what did I do?
You became the Bravoholic.
Exactly. He needs to stop whining and figure it out. And I did what he was doing.
Yeah. So I don't really have thoughts on the show. I think it's a pretty decent show. I think it's a little too crazy sometimes, but that's reality TV.
What do you think about Katie on the show?
I don't know. Like, what does she really bring to the table? Seriously, what does she truly bring to the table other than looking
she's
like
bringing a bunch of drama?
Dracula.
She's way prettier in person. I'm not kidding.
I'm not saying she's ugly. You just said she.
No, she's like, I'm seeing her on camera.
I'm not saying she's ugly.
In person.
I'm saying she's got like the goth Dracula look going. Okay. I didn't say she was ugly. You're making thoughts.
I did not think that she's ugly. What I am saying is, when I'm seeing her face on camera, I'm like, she looks way more beautiful in person. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes
she's kind of got
the lighting.
The old mama Kardashian Jenner.
Stassi wants to be Kris Jenner.
But Katie kind of looks like Kris Jenner.
Oh boy.
Short hair.
Pre or post facelift?
I'm not really sure. I think Katie's already got some high cheekbones.
Mm-hmm. She's a very beautiful chick. She is. She's a hottie.
Gothic Dracula hottie, right?
I don't really think so.
Okay.
I don't.
That's my thoughts on Stassi. What else you got for me?
What do you think about her sister?
She's a weird look. Stassi, I can't believe they have different dads or something.
No, I think they have the same dad. I researched it, but like I remembered them not. But then when you Google it, it says they have the same dad. So up in the air on that one. I feel like
that is like the most polar opposite human beings you can get as far as siblings. I mean, completely different people. Her sister's not my cup of tea either. So
Stassi's not your cup of tea, and neither is her sister.
I don't know. These aren't my favorite people like they are for you.
I just love Stassi. She's just great television.
Yep, she is. And again, I think they should have released that show one by one. Yeah. But I also understand, once again, they got all the excitement up. Stassi's back. They wanted everyone to binge it in like a week or two so they can get, the ratings up. Because I think they thought that the show would die off towards the end. So they threw it all out there at what?
Can I say something that bothers me?
What?
I've told you this. This Waterloo, this Waterloo says it's blackberry lemonade. And on the can, that is an orange. It drives me insane.
It looks like an orange. They
that's
obviously
an orange.
Did not intend that to be an orange. That is a lemon in their eyes.
No, that's not a lemon. 0 parts of that are a lemon. Really upsets me.
Well, thanks for cutting me off on my thoughts about the Stassi. What do you have next?
Ultimate Girls Trip. You've never really seen Kyle like this.
No, it is nice to see the chicks let loose a little bit, huh?
Who's your favorite out of all of them?
Lisa Barlow.
Okay, but other than Lisa.
Well, Giselle.
Other than whatever. You love Lisa and Giselle out of all of the housewives. Those are your two
favorites. I like Portia. Portia's kind of funny.
What I really wanted you to say was Portia.
Well, Portia is funny.
Freaking love Portia.
She brings a lot of energy. She doesn't really even know what's coming out of her mouth. I think she just kind of like, I don't even know if she knows what planet she's on.
Sometimes she doesn't. But that's why she got kicked off of Traitors, because she said something that she wasn't really thinking.
Yeah, because she just talks, but she's funny.
She's freaking funny. I mean, I love all of them except for Vicky at this point. She's pissing me off.
Maybe they have to do this more often where they do a show. How often is the girl, did it used to be every year? Or
they used to do a couple a year, but then they got canceled because of, do you even know who Caroline Manzo is?
Yeah.
Brandy Glanville?
I think so.
That Brandy there's a whole thing, allegedly, that Brandy was after Caroline Manzo.
Caroline, the English woman?
No, she was friends with Teresa Giudice.
I have no clue.
So it's actually like huge that you don't know that. Maybe we'll teach you about it soon.
Okay.
Because the whole thing got canceled, and the whole cast was this Alex McCord from New York, old days, Phaedra, Gretchen, Brandy, Caroline. It's like huge.
What a lineup.
You don't even know half the people. Do you know Brandy Glanville?
I think so.
The woman that got the parasite in her face?
Yeah.
And her husband left her for Leanne Rimes?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they do, that show seems to be, maybe Bravo people want a little happy time. That's a show for, to keep people happy.
And it made me love
But they
Kyle
also should mix in like the crazy, they're all a little crazy, but you should put like the villains all on one show. That would be a funny.
Like who?
Whoever's like the villain of each show.
So like Tamra Judge.
Jen Shaw, bring her back. Put her on a girls trip.
Oh my God. Black eyes all over the place.
Put in who's the one who was like the stripper on Potomac who got kicked out of her house?
Mia.
Put Mia on there.
Oh my gosh, what a lineup. Mia and Jen Shaw with
Tara. And put I don't know who else. I'm trying to think of the wicked witches of the West here.
There actually was a witch in Beverly Hills one time. Her name is not clicking for me right now. But she was genuinely like a Wiccan. Gosh, what was her name?
You're the Bravoholic.
She was a one season. Hold on.
I'm yawning a lot today.
Let me find her name.
We made it to Friday, folks, and I'm just yawning. I'm just trying to make it through the day. Lindsay's Googling names.
Carlton
from Fresh
do you want to see what she looked like?
Whoa. Can you do a video on her?
She was a witch.
What? I've never seen a picture of her in my life.
She was one season.
You need to do a video on who remembers the Wiccan
Everybody
witch.
Remembers her.
All right, back to the show. My show.
Yeah. What do you think is wrong? What do you think is wrong with Vicki Gunvalson?
I don't know. Parasite in her brain? Like, I don't know.
Do you think she needs to go to a home?
I don't know. She needs to stop taking Adderall or whatever she's on that gets her like, whoa. I mean, that's not natural.
No, there's something deeply
She's
wrong
on
with
Adderall
her.
Or something for
but
sure.
But she's kind of always been like this.
She's probably been on Adderall for 30 years.
Did you see her in the scooter this week?
Yeah. Where were they? Shopping or something?
No, they were in Vegas. They were doing a scavenger hunt.
Oh, yes.
And they were gambling.
Yeah, she was on the scooter. Yeah, I didn't care for that. Did you care for this episode this week?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. And there's something about watching them on scooters and having knee braces that I'm like, what am I watching right now? This is not the Real Housewives.
Yeah. Yeah, it's become a circus, hasn't it?
Yeah, but speaking of replacing a show, what about Real Housewives of Montana possibility?
Giddy up.
And it's like a Yellowstone community, apparently.
I hear it's like a very exclusive club.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. People aren't going to...
But do you think they're replacing Miami with it?
I think they're going to give any show that brings... It's business.
But do you think they're replacing Miami with it?
I bet they're testing what's going to do. If not, they'll go... I think they'll always go back to Miami at some point.
Makes me sad. I'd rather replace Orange County. Hot take. Everyone agrees.
Wow. I'm excited for Montana. Bring it on.
I think we should go to Montana.
We should go to Rhode Island. We should go to Montana.
No, we really, really, really should.
Oh, I know. Because every new show we have to go to, don't we?
I feel like tickling you.
I'm too tired. What else you got?
That's it.
Wow.
I'm getting my hair done soon.
Wow. 22 minutes of your podcast, and you probably only need to edit out like 5 seconds of it.
Perfect.
Wow. That's what it's called. They called me One Take Torre for a reason. Back in my college rapping days, it was just One Take Torre.
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. You want to tell them what your rapping name was?
Rap Tour. Doc Tour.
Okay. Anyways. I got to get going for this.
All right. Not a great... Again, 2 weeks in a row, I'm going to just say I don't feel like that was a great segment.
I think it was just fine. I think it was funny. Okay. Is it weird that I washed my hair for my hair appointment?
I mean, kind of.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We have a lazy weekend this week. I'm going to go get my hair done really soon, edit some videos in the chair, maybe edit this in the chair. But my hairstylist is my friend, so it's always hard to get stuff done when I'm talking to her, but we'll see what happens. And then this weekend we have nothing. So many people are gone, so we're just chilling. I think we're going to go swimming. We're going to maybe go to the zoo, maybe get some ice cream. I'm excited. I hope you guys have a great weekend and week. Enjoy the end of the summer, even though the summer is not ending anytime soon, if you ask me. Love you guys. Bye.
Okay, I think I've said enough. If you liked what you heard, please rate, review, subscribe, follow, all the things. And that's what Lindsay says.